You will solve equations like this in your finance class. So the first thing you need to do, you want to solve for x, and that x is inside these parentheses, and you've also got this exponent of 15. So let's isolate the parentheses first by dividing both sides by 1.3. 2 divided by 1.3 is a number, it's a decimal that just keeps going. So you can't round it to a decimal. And I did that earlier. 2 divided by 1.3 is 1.538. Keeps going. You can't put 1.5 there because then you would be using a rounded number in a calculation. So you're stuck with it. It's going to be nasty. But these are mainly going to be, they're going to end up being calculator problems. Now we need to figure out how are we going to get rid of that 15. Well, what you're going to do is raise both sides to the 1/15th power, because there is a law of exponents. X to the a to the b is x to the a times b. When you multiply like bases, x to the a times x to the b, you add your exponents. But we have a power to power, so we're multiplying. And we've got to do that to both sides. Raise both sides to the 1/15th. So that's going to be 2 divided by 1.3 raised to the 1/15 equals, you multiply 15 times 1/15 and you get 1. So you're left with 4 plus 0.08 over x. Now we're back where we have been. Clear your fractions by multiplying both sides by x. So that's 2 divided by 1.3 raised to the 1/15 times x is 4x plus 0.08. And let's get our x's together. We can't actually combine them, but we can get them on the same side. 2 divided by 1.3 raised to that fraction, x, minus 4x equal 0.08. Now let's factor out that x so we only see one of them. Factor out an x, and that leaves me 2 divided by 1.3 to the 1/15 minus 4. I've taken that x out of both terms. It's 0.08. Now divide both sides by this nasty factor, and that gives me x equal 0.08 divided by 2 divided by 1.3 raised to the 1/15 minus 4. Let me check my work. X is 0.08. 2 divided by 1.13, the 1/15th minus 4. Use your calculator. One part of this quant camp is to learn how to use your calculator. You need to know how to save numbers. That's the most important thing. You need to know how to use your exponential key, your exponent key. What I do on my TI-84 is I calculate the denominator and then I store it in X, or I store it in a variable, and then I just do 0.08 divided by wherever I save that. All right. 10, it looks very similar. We know what to do. Let's isolate our parentheses first. That's 1.59 divided by 6.23 equals 5 minus x over 4 to the 10th. What do we do now? We raise both sides to the 1/10. So when we multiply, we'll end up having just a 1. So 1.59, this one's actually going to be a little bit easier than the one above. You may have to work that problem above another time by yourself to make sure you can do it. You'll have more in your group work. On the right, you have 5 minus x over 4. Okay, let's clear our fractions by multiplying everything by 4. And let's bring down this left-hand side. Make sure every line is complete to the 1/10, and that's going to be 20 minus x, because those lovely 4's cancel. So now write all this down. 4 times that fraction, and let's, what we're doing is subtracting 20 from both sides. I'm not sure if I said that or not. Equals negative x. Let me check my work. Looks good. I used my calculator for the left-hand side, and I got negative 16.5160 equals a negative x. And now just divide both sides by -1, or multiply both sides by -1. Because you want to solve for x, not negative x, and that's just going to give you positive 16.5160. Rounded to four places. Your professor will tell you how many places they want.